Picking his sword and using it to pull himself to his feet, he turns and casually saunters out of the room. I'm looking at a book after him, but I finally have to be alone, even though I'm not in the mood to read any longer. Transition, let's start the episode, man. Can you wait a second? Return trip to school gets been delayed in one way or another. The Zuna makes come back so late, there's no use in even leaving, and we end up staying another day. The morning after, I missed the train by a single minute, and the next two don't arrive. I missed the fourth train because I wanted to get a drink in the meantime. The Zuna wasn't very happy about that. Then I finally get back to my room. I feel so tired, even when I spent most of the ride back sleeping. I can't say it's only because of the day. This seems like a familiar symptom of traveling. It's not the first time it's happened. No one's beating me to it. I could do a thesis on it. Maybe get in a medical journal. Turning from a chip symptom. Not very creative. I fall asleep before I can even think of a better name. Go away. A loud knock on my door wakes up only a few hours into my nap. I'm not worried because I just been in the middle of a dream I can't remember. I've been woken in the middle of it. I'm sure it was a good one. I hate that feeling. Don't you hate that feeling when, like, you're sleeping and then you get woken up by someone or something? Then, like, you knew it was a good dream and it was interesting, but you just can't remember what it was for life for you? I hate that. Anyway, I really wonder who it could be, but it's not like I get many visitors, so I'm sure it's Kinsey. Suppose Willing is wiggle wagon and can hit me up. I hope he's just willing to welcome wagon and not gonna hit me up for any money again. If that was the case, I'd be almost touched. Not just enough I'd have the urge to roll over and go back to sleep, though. So he knocks again. Okay, now we knocked again. Good. Furious for that, I wake up again and merely saw the envelope on the floor. Most of that came in the mail was away. It's assumed in Mrs. Department, so when they dropped it by to give it to me, maybe someone filled them for their absence and told Kennedy to pass it along. Paid up, remains of a sleepiness, and may eventually vanish. Yeah, it's that letter. The Dear John letter, basically. Even the name of the sender was on or known by the writing. Although it's familiar, but I recognize the Douglas handwriting addressing it. It's why I'm not know. First, I can't believe it, but it wouldn't be too hard for her to talk to me now if she wanted to. Of course, I hadn't thought she would want to. She was a girlfriend for maybe all 5 seconds. I've thought we very spoke to each other. She usually put this letter away somewhere and forget about it. Probably wants to do that. Throw it away, unread. Why do I do these things? I don't know. It would be easy to do them. Rather, easier than read it. Slightly little open with the tip of a pen, and I'm surprised at the length of the letter that spills out. Dear Sal, how are you? I'm sure happy you're in your school or misses you. Both together all second class, got put together in class 3-1 for the final year, so we're pretty comfortable right now. We're beginning the year. Should try to discuss as well. We've been through days about the final exams, even though they're so far away. 2 years are better than all the time. Even Mr. Old Tachibana, who is, by the way, our term teacher this year. Would you believe it? I should retire after the second year, but here he is, nagging everyone about studying for exams. I think that's just the main reason the mood around the third year is so nervous. This has meant I have some reasons to calm myself as well, although I've always felt reasonably well on my exams. Not that it makes me feel nostalgic, it's like I'm in the hospital again. Right now then, I'll go to my body and guess what's going on in class. Again, I didn't think this they'd never return to. I think we're already seniors. Time has flown past. I wonder where it went. The new first year seems so young. Seems not really innocent. I keep wondering if I was like that my first year. I didn't feel like this for the whole first semester. I think when I say to you, I'm writing to you because I felt like there are things I should have said after the incident back in winter. Whether you guys are going to be saying in person, I have no excuse for it. She says the time visiting you in hospital made me worried about you. Not worried about your health. You seem distant as hardened. It's not just something like that happened. I'm sure, but somehow I got the feeling you'd give it up on something back then. Happiness, maybe? When I someone express my feelings, but the right words didn't come to me. I couldn't say anything to comfort you. I'm really sorry for not being able to support you when it mattered the most. Even though I like you so much. At least now I can finally be honest. I'm giving you time to rediscover sincerity. Well, even as I think that, I know she's right. Distance is hard and it's probably a good way to describe it. Maybe I'd given up too. The reason why I heard enough when I was lying back in the hospital, feeling so bitter when she finally stopped showing up, I wasn't surprised, and I had no right to be. I stopped coming was the only expectation I have of her. Stopped only for 6 weeks. I stopped by only for all of 6 weeks after the incident. I drifted away from her as well because I feel her moving away more from me than she showed up. Next Friday in February and March, I tell you not to give up on yourself. That's what it would say. Even just so far, it said something. Maybe managed to get back. Hope you managed to get back on your feet on your own. Now this is now that this opportunity is also physical, it also feels more final. Somehow, I wonder if we'll meet again. Perhaps for the best we don't. So if you'd like to correspond with me, by all means write me back. I'd very much like to hear about your school and how you're doing. Wish you all the best. Sincerely, Anakano. Strange feeling. I know that I'm never going to hear from her again. She's the one that keep in touch. When I picked a medium like a snail mail to do it through. She get my address, or if she get my address, then my email or phone number wouldn't be much more work. She wanted them. It's only goodbye. Exhale now because I'm aware of breathing through the repeated breath. Now who's being distant, I don't know. But maybe it's for the best. Maybe for this pain right through to me, only because you felt guilty about things that had ended. That you was heard about how you floated out each other's lives makes you feel like sort of wishless happiness. I was going to thank her, only because I don't think she would want me to reply. Knock at my door, and then opens anyway a second later. I had to lock it, stupidly. What's up, man? Why does the door open? None of the door faster than it's probably medically safe to me to do so. So I can prevent Kenji from running the mountains a pile of pills is a couple feet away from him. Looking outside, but they're only by the door. There's a letter I'm holding. Yes, about it. I don't think I think of anything convincing. Do be away from it. I realize this vision is probably so bad. It's probably never an issue. But I can see. He didn't even seem practically about to tackle him back to the door frame. Hey, what the hell, man? What are you talking about? Your room's building locks on it. You barge into other people's. You just bite right through people's doors. You didn't wait a second after knocking before you tried the door. It's like simultaneous. You're already opening the door while you were knocking on it. See? That's why I have those locks. It's cold and uncaring world out there. Gatecrasher's world. Now you understand. I saw it. Teach you a lesson, dude. Knowledge power. Why are you lying at me? My hero. Look at you. You didn't even lock your door. I was going to kill you a billion times already. Replace you with a flea mark clothing and signals from the original. Know what's happened to me. Not in the letter part, since it's too confusing. It's funny you would say that. You wasn't able to stop me from tackling him head on. Apparently a woman could have killed me a billion times. This man is a hero, then we're all doomed. So you got there. Somebody's able to see the letter still in my hand. Without him waving it around, it's no surprise. I folded it up quickly, but take care not to wave it in back. But take care not to wave it behind my back or anything else. That'd be too suspicious. It's only jumper than I thought about Monako writing me. I got a letter. I put that there when I was sleeping. Okay, then I woke up because I heard the explosions. But when I held my peek outside what was going on, this student council went big on her door. There's one without the pink hair. She was lying so loudly with zombies she was filled with murderous rage. Rage at you. And someone sensed her behind her and tried to escape. It was too late. She got me to try and started pointing at the door. I'm going to tell him that she's deaf, but decided not to, for various reasons. Cool reasons, because I don't care about Genji's knowing of student's deafness, and two, it's funny sometimes, kind of, and I don't know, I don't feel like it. And it's Kenji. He'd always just tell me, oh, she's lying from this conspiracy, That's probably what happened. I don't know.